So here we are in the Peak District. I'm Matt, Catherine, and we're joined with Tracy today. We're on the banks of the ladybower Reservoir. So we tried to get parking a little bit further up. We're heading up Crook Hill, and then we're going to go back down, have a look at the plug holes, and go up Win Hill as well today. So that's two of the ethels, plus we've got the lovely scenery of the reservoir. We'll talk a little bit about that in a bit. Quick tip, if you're going to come, it's only 10:15 here. Make sure you get here very early because every car park we tried was full. However, we managed to find a little lay-by, which we'll give you the postcode for later. So we're just going to start the descent. This is going to take us, I don't know if you can see the National Trust sign in the back. That's Crook Hill. There's two summits of Crook Hill, one being the Ethel and the other one being a summit. I can negotiate through the gate. Come on, ladies. Here we come. There we go. Lovely scenery, and you can see why the sun's brought everybody out. It's first bit of the incline coming up. So basically we've cutting up through a couple of fields, open access land, all run by a National Trust. Look at them views. See why I get so busy around here. I mean, this walk's not too busy. I think a lot of people are going just to see the dams and stuff like that and the plug holes. But hopefully a bit of that traffic will have cleared when we go back down to the Win Hill. So you come up alongside of the farm as you come up the hill. It is there. It's a little gate right in the corner. So don't think you've gone the wrong way. Oh, hello, ducks. Across through here. Everybody alright? Through a couple of farmers' fields. Oh, it looks like someone's been having to sit down over there. I think if we just go straight up through another gate. Yeah, still headed in the right direction. This should be still good. You both okay? Yeah. There's a wave. So as we're approaching Crook Hill, 392 metres above sea level. One summit, but not so high summit. A bit more rocky and stuff on the shorter summit, but that's the one we're interested in. Over the far side, that's the Ethel. We're going to take a look. Obviously, we'll summit both. If I remember correctly, there may be Bronze-aged burial memorial a bit further on. We'll see if we can find that out. The girls are just sorting out the walking poles because it's a little bit steep. So we've just come across the remains of the Bronze Age stone circle here behind us. Yeah, it's between the two summits. And then the smaller summit of the two is sometimes known as Lady Crook Hill.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether they are grave memorials or just Bronze Age stone memorial, but yeah, it's another little something. So keep an eye on, little landmark on the way up. I just had to change recording devices because basically my battery ran out. I've got it on charge, so we're just pretty much at the summit. Just got to scale out a little bit there. and we're on the top. A little bit windy up here, but it's well worth it for the views.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Wow, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, fit to summit. Yeah, let's get a little bit of a scramble. Good fun. So we're going to go up this little way here. I'm going to try and film. There's a bit of a kind of little pathway up. Quite easy. The girl's going up first. Don't want to take your poles, Trace, just so you've got a spare hand.
This is like the top of Cage Road, this, yeah.
That's like a pig's head or something like that. They made it.
I haven't got my arse going up.
Uh-oh. Come on.
Wait, that's what it is.
Feeding time. I know he's got the food.
Yes, I know the feeling, mate. I know the feeling. You want to go on?
So we're trying to get a little bit of footage of how tiny this baby lamb is. Oh, Mum's seen us. Look at that. Oh, bless it. Oh, there's another little one there. No, we can't have one. No, Catherine, we can't have one.
I want one.
So we finally got off parking place. Now we're going to head up round Ladybower Reservoir. I touched on a little bit of the history of it earlier. Basically, when it was formed in 1944, it flooded. It drowned Derwent village and Ashton village. I think it's pronounced Ashton. So after that, it used to have the Woodlands Church spire sticking out of the reservoir, but they had to knock it down because people were forever trying to swim out to it. So we'll give you the postcode of where we managed to park. It's like I say, try and get here as early as possible. We got here for 10 o'clock this morning and it was chock-a-block, so we had to go and do Crook Hill first. But yeah, there's the reservoir just behind us. We're just coming up to the main reservoir dam wall, where we're going to see the famous plug holes. Yeah, see you in a sec. And here is one of the famous plug holes. Water level's quite low, so that's the dam wall. These are approximately 24 metres in diameter and go 6 metres down each side, which when we get up onto the dam wall, you'll see they act as an overflow just to get down. But there's the rest of the reservoir. I'm not sure whether it is this dam wall or the Derwent dam wall. I was used for the dam busters to do their practice runs for the water. Here come the gams, strolling up. Again, the photos. So basically runs down underneath us, out over to the other side. The lost villages are somewhere under the water. And we should be heading across here, up through some woodland alongside the river, and get up to Win Hill, where there's a trig point, and the locals call it the Pimple. We'll see what they mean when we get a bit closer, I guess. Just hidden behind that tree line up there. The second plug hole over in that corner over there. And you can see where it funnels both down each side into here. Yeah, it'll turn it into a steady little stream to go off down the river. Just come up to the second plug hole now. We've made it across the dam. Over in the distance over there's the bridge we come over earlier. And Crook Hill is up the back of there. We're just from a car park we've parked in with we could see actually Crook Hill a lot better. The weather's absolutely stunning today. Obviously why it's brought out so many people. Now we've come to a little bit of a bridle way. Just hopefully take us to the edge of the tree line. And we can go straight up. That's a little bit steep up that way, but it seems to be a more steady ascent. And so the terrain changed there a little bit. We had to go off track just a touch. I think it's just like a stream coming down. There's a couple of fell trees down here. I don't know if you can see that. Nice up the side of this little river now. There's a bit of a pathway up here, so oh, some people coming. Let these people get by. Now this train is it's kind of marked out. In the camera around, it's kind of marked out. Bit of rocky terrain. It's the little stream I was talking about. We'd be following up between the tree line and stuff. It's pretty well marked on the map. But picturesque amongst the trees and everything. So nice little ledge there. So the sun's really started to heat up now, so this is just ditching a coat. It's nice to when the motorbikes on the main roads are all disappeared. It's nice to hear the river just running down, lots of little tiny waterfalls. Little diddy wells just coming down the stream, down this bit of a gorge. Just making a bit of an ascent. There are pretty steep parts of this walk, so be prepared if decent footwear, quite rocky, rooty, to try and get through. I'm sure it'll be worth it for the views at the top. We're about 3/4 of the way up now. Total summit is 462 metres above sea level. Into a little crossroads here. So might just check the map and see what's going on. So we've got to the top of like the stone kind of staircase, and just check the compass, and it seems to be taking us off to the left. I can't actually see the summit just yet, but there's a little gate thing here, so looking like it should be this way. Right. But the scenery is lovely. Alright. Alright.
Yeah. Oh.
Couple of fallen trees. The scenery is amazing around here. Check the compass, and it looks like the tree point and the summit's up here. Be down the trees. It's become apparent that there's not a lot of people actually on this walk, so most of the parking down there must have been just to visit the Ladybower Reservoir, etc. But no, there doesn't seem to be a lot of people hiking up Win Hill, so it's quite nice to have it to yourself. But walking's for everybody, so they're both lying on the pimple when they get up there. Still yet to see it. So I think some people have just appeared. Still got to go up that way. I've had a lot of kind of stone steps, short steps put in along this part of the route, so we can't be far away. It's steep but nice. Cut through the trees. Wow. Lovely view.
That's the road today. Yeah.
So we've just broke out through the tree line. We're about 400 metres from sea level at the moment. Another 62 to do. The group of lads just come down from the top by the looks of it. Oh, there's people up there, yeah. I think that might be the pimple up there. Not 100% sure. It's 1 metre. So they've got a providence of 144 metres, which makes it just 6 metres short of a Marilyn. If you're into all your Marilyn's and information like that. But this is our second ethel as well for today. So another 2 ticked off. Trying to hit the target at 95. It's up here. Keep coming. Come on. And there it is, the summit. Making our way up to it now. So about another 100 metres. You can see why it is nicknamed locally the pimple, because it kind of just looks like a pimple sticking out of the ground. I think there's a trig point on the top, so nice to bag another that. Yeah. And we're going to carry along the ridge a little bit further down through the woodland down that way, and back round on the side of the reservoir, back across the dam. Wind's picking up a little bit now. Here we come. I don't know which way all these people came up, but oh, there's the tree over there. I definitely didn't see many on our way up. We carry along the ridge here past the tree, and I think it was like a walkway down through there. I can see people here. Said so on the map anyway. It was like a painting. Wow. That's the Y. There, ladybower. And if you look just about there, that's Crook Hill we went up earlier. That's absolutely beautiful. Photos, people. There's the final little bit up to the trig point where we do our thing. We all wait for each other no matter who gets there first. So if you look here, you can go over a bit of a rocky terrain, or there is a path down around the side there. It's a bit more exciting going over the rocks, isn't it? There's the trig. I'll go up and get some photos and stuff in a minute. The final page. 462 metres above sea level. Ready? There you go. It's another ethel knocked off. It's the south side off Win Hill. So now we're going to make our way down to that path down there, and when it branches off to the right, just walk round, down, steady walk, down, maybe that's the way a lot of people come up, down through that woodland to the edge of the reservoir and back to the car. So just behind us here, we had to have like a little scramble just down here, down to find the footpath we're at the south face now. That's quite good fun actually. 1906. Wow. Just shows how many years people have been coming up this way. It's a lot steadier. Hey up, someone's come looking at it by, I think. Here we go. Oh, did wrong push button. Ah, there's that. What did you think to that one? What did you think to that one? Bye-bye, Pimple. I think that takes our tally to 66 ethels. Not 100% sure. I think we're down this way. A lot of different terrain. It's quite a nice little walk around actually. Yeah. Yeah. Very scenic. Definitely a must. Into your walking. You must be if you're watching our video. Check out our other videos if you haven't already. Why not? Remember, like and describe. Like and describe. Like and subscribe. Can't be perfect at it all the time. Oh yeah. Nice easy little marked out trail. Heading back down now. Should take us into a bit of woodland. Then around the edge of the reservoir. Right. Everyone's doing one piece, which is a good sign. Even though they're not the biggest walks that we do, they, me personally, I definitely get my enjoyment out of them. Yeah, there's a bit where I've just been rattling on and I forgot to turn the mic on. So we were just saying that the south face we went up is a lot steeper, about a mile long. Coming back round this way, down to the reservoir edge, is not as steep, a lot more gradual, a little bit further, about 2.5 miles, but it's all well put out with the steps and stuff, and quite a nice little walk with the canopy, the trees. I don't know if you can see just the sunlight bursting through in certain places. Yeah. Girls are rushing off ahead now. Can't believe I got to put the mask on. Oh dear, never mind. So if there's a little bit where I'm doing a bit of a talk over, then that's what it's all about. And we're just coming down through a bit of an opening now. So many different types of terrain on this one, it's lovely. And the girls got well out ahead. I was just making sure my mic was sorted. I don't know, old folk and technology. Just making our way down this way. We should be getting close to the edge of the reservoir, which looks like it's just over there through the trees. Down this way, not quite sure. It's so peaceful again. I was very surprised with how many people were up at the trig point. I hardly seen anybody on the way up. That's the reservoir just down through there. Still some quite height. Guns chase for the sticks. I was just saying, it's brilliant until you've got like a bit of woodland. Got like that little stream on the way up. You've got a bit of rocky terrain at the top, yeah. And it's just a nice little circular. You know, highly recommend this one. So we're now heading down quite rapidly now. There's the water just through the trees down there. I don't know if you can see that. But again, the canopies come right over. Oh, it's quite nice to be out of that sun really roasting up the top. Can't believe it's April. You get lots of these little tiny little streams coming down, heading down to the reservoir. I bet they can quite gush down in the winter months. There's the reservoir. It's hard to think that there's two villages sunken underneath, just filled up to supply the water for Nottingham, Derby, Leicester, the surrounding areas. And there were obviously people were obviously paid to leave, but from what I've understand, that cemeteries and relatives who were buried there were still there when we just let it flood out. So head down this way. The reservoir edge. This is the path that takes you along the edge of the reservoir. Now it says the bridge we went over. If you follow that road down, that's where we parked for Crook earlier today. I suppose you can go down to the water's edge, but it's a nice well marked path. Quite easy underfoot. Yeah. Plenty of families with children, so I'd say this route would be child friendly. The other side's got a bit of a ridge, like a bit of a gorge even, down the side of the area what you're climbing up, the rocky area. If you're not careful what we're doing, it could end up quite a nasty tumble. But yeah, a brilliant walk. Right. It's a nice little stream down. So we've got just over in the distance behind me the dam wall coming up. Yeah, it's been a lovely little circular. Be able to see the plug holes from this direction instead. Definitely a few more bodies around this way, but I recommend going up the steep side and coming down this way. More gradual. A couple of people are out trying to look fishing on the boats. There is over in the middle of the reservoir, like a landing pontoon or something. I'm not quite sure what it is. So we can get a better shot of it. There and there. The 3 boats. There's like a pontoon there, and that like concrete. Not quite sure what that is. If anybody watches the video and knows, leave us a comment. Let us know what it is, please. I'm really interested to know. We're coming up to the dam wall from the other side now. It's time to get a bit later in the day. Still great Scenery. There's the fire plug hole. Come back this way. Got the next one. Yeah. Another plug hole. I don't know whether the videos do it much justice. I mean, the water level's right down. You imagine how deep it is for it to be pouring in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Quite impressive, to be fair. I think I mentioned earlier they're about 24 metres in diameter and go down 6 metres. Yeah. They're trying to talk me into going round again. Yeah, come on then, one more time.
That was just the warm up last.
Yeah, that's it now for the next one. Oh.
Yeah. I think you've done that other one.
Right, so come to the end of our walks today. We've done Crook Hill this morning and Ladybower Reservoir and Win Hill. So that's 2 ethels crossed off and some great scenery. Highly recommend it. You can just see the plug hole behind us there. Thanks for watching. We'll put on all the details of how long the walks take, etc., how hard we think it is, and the postcodes for where we parked in a couple of moments. Yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye.